Este sería el sitio. Vale, este sería el sitio. Deshaan.
Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent? Didn't the tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother? Someone in town must know what happened to THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague. Oh, by Vivek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me find my brother. What would you like to know? As the ranking member of House RYZEN in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him for leadership and advice. And truth be told, so do I. The Malborn. They're a fairly new sect, as far as I can tell. Part mercenary group, part compassionate charity. They've been helping those afflicted by the plague. They showed up here and set up a quarantine, and now they claim they have a cure. They have members from across Morrowind, and they're always looking for new recruits. I heard one of them speak in Kraganmore. Lot of nonsense, if you ask me. Nostrum Breva is in charge of the quarantine, and she's the one handing out the curative.
My wife's been helping out since she arrived. She's sick, but she still goes out of her way to lend a hand.
Grell! Grell, are you in here? By the tribunal! Grell! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here. Uncle, are you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Malborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army. Is Deshaan missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. He did seem concerned about the Malborn, though. Sealing themselves in their quarantine, no longer providing the curative. It made him furious. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach and a bad cough. I'll be fine. A good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask? Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. The day the wild nix got into the brooding elf's trash receptacles. Nostrum Breva had the quarantine up in a matter of days. Then she started distributing the curative. I am a blood kin of House Rederum, if that's what you're asking. More a third cousin twice removed, if you want to be specific. But I've been close to Arona and her family since she and Deshaan were children.
By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Malborn curative. Deshaan, the town consul? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage.
The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people into monsters. I don't think we're ever going to find my brother. The quarantine. I guess it makes sense that Deshaan would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right, if you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you. The Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative, but they closed the front gate a few days ago and haven't responded to any of our requests. Deshaan provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. If we go to the back gate, I'm sure we can get one of the Malborn to let us inside.
Don't mind my good-for-nothing.
Someone.
Look, it's just like I told you. The Malborn are using them. Hey! What are you idiots doing? Do we look like plague husks to you? Did you see that? They attacked us. And for no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Malborn are hiding in there.
Speak. I'm listening.
You have to open those gates eventually. What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait. You can help me. I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Malborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary. Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula. Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Malborn or their good intentions. As long as you promise to collect... Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative they're pushing on the populace.
By the three, this place chills me to the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here.
Let it sit with you. Novel erudition always makes me heady.
That bitter green was undercooked. I'm feeling hostility.
THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Verona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Maulborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE, this is dreadful.
The Maulborn is spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters. The low-dose plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Maulborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Maulborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman, Nostrum Breva. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. She has a duty to the Cirque and its people. I knew you'd understand. Convince her to leave without me. I don't want her to see what happens next. I acquired some of the Maulborn poison. A death of my choosing is better than turning into a monster.
Is my brother ready? I need to get him out of here. That's ridiculous. Why in the world would he want to stay in this dreadful place? I won't hear another word. He's coming with me, and we're going to make him better. He's not gonna die. He's not. Stop making sense, damn you. And damn him. And damn the Maulborn. Oof, all right. Just give me a moment to say goodbye. Don't do this, THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE. The Cirque needs you. I need you.
Oh, little sister. The Cirque will be fine. And so will you.
Damn you, brother. I'm going to miss you, but I'll do as you ask. And you...
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Maulborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshaan.
To Apocrypha with you.
You can't stop the Maulborn, you fool. We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind.
My brother is gone, and I fear that my uncle doesn't have much longer. This plague, it's taken so many good people. And it was a bad one. Just when we need guidance and leadership the most, he left Circamora without a consul. Me? Yes, you're right. I have to be strong for the Cirque. THEELDERSCROLLSONLINE was still a swit, though. That's the same conclusion I reached, but at least the Cirque is safe, for now. Here, take this, for helping me find my brother and expose the true nature of the Moorborn. The Moorborn may have fled the Cirque, but the problems they brought with them still linger. Personally, no. I think you've done more than enough. But if you have a mind to stick around the Cirque a little longer, I'm sure alchemist Nalene might have a task or two that she needs a hand with.
Ahí está con el bigote y tiene chocolate.
¿Y cuándo lo había jugado? Ya, ¿ves?
So Dethesum and Arona were right. The Malborn are nothing more than common swindlers. I'm so angry right now, I feel like knocking heads together. A letter from my cousin. That's wonderful news. I'm glad to hear he made it to Stonefalls safely. Thanks for bringing this to me, friend. So Dethesum and Arona were right. The Malborn are nothing more than common swindlers. I'm so angry right now, I feel like knocking heads together. Well, I'm not one of their recruitment liaisons, but I can tell you a little. They claim to be an altruistic organization, formed to help the common people of Morrowind. What's to understand? They're a volunteer organization. They say they fill the gaps left by the Tribunal and the Great Houses. They set up the quarantine here to help the afflicted, claim to have a cure for the plague. But that's all I know.
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Malborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of. I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
Uncle. Oh. The Malborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind. It's my uncle. He's still ill, and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Nalene is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs. Talk to Nalene. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course, but I am kind of in the middle of something here. You certainly are an inquisitive one, aren't you? If you must know, Arnis lets me use his equipment until I can set up a shop of my own. Not that I really want to tell you my life story, but I was apprenticed to Arnis. Then the plague struck the Cirque and other priorities took precedence. I'll be on my own soon enough, provided the town survives this crisis. Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while Ornis and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned. I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grell Flan loved sour milk tea, and Sorel Tadas had a taste for exotic mushrooms. You should find what I need in those locations.
Fine goods for sale.
Last much longer.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kind's Heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? Ornis has always been fair and pleasant to me, and he's a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
You're the hero who defeated Alexandra Canal at Vivek's Antlers.
Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter. You're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list? Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please. You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
Please, Mother Morrowind. Please help Uncle get well. I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Molborn would have destroyed the Cirque. I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
Narcissus must hear of you. So the Molborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate quarantined Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilou at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
Time for tea, then. I'm with you, cohort. Clearly, brutality is the only option here.
Someone picked a bad. Welcome to Narcissus, where people vanish in the night, and a flesh-rotting plague ravages those unfortunate enough to still be here. This must be your lucky day. My apologies. These past few days have pushed all of Hlalu's resources to the breaking point trying to find answers. Let's just say we're not any closer than we were when we started. Help? Sounds good to me, but I'm not in charge here. The house leaders are probably bickering in the kin house even as we speak. Talk to one of them if you really want to get involved in this mess.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once.
I've got what you need.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house councillors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the kin house doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
So many...
do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The House leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus, how to protect us. Why do they even bother? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared, and they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councillors will deal with it.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
I knew it. The Maulborn are as dangerous as the Covenant these days.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town?
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus, and we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. though I admit visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cuttle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
Refreshing. Take it in. An opportunity for learning.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Make better choices.
Ah, me había hecho un paroncillo.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down with
Don't stop peeing. Oh boy. Interesante. ¿Qué pasa aquí entonces? Si yo tuviéramos todo. Hay que subir arriba. Subamos pues. Diario anónimo. La palabra se esparce lentamente por cuarentena de Serps, cubriendo Deshaan como una lluvia negra. Vos estará encantada. Muchos han partido de Narcis en el duelo. Creen que estará a salvo allí, pero no podrán escapar del inevitable final. Día 32. La sustancia no es lo suficientemente fuerte cuando se añade el agua. Solución de diluvios y la mayoría de las propiedades activas se desvanecen. Así que echarla en los pozos no funcionará hasta que podamos formular una versión más potente. Vale. Sigamos pues. Abanibia bebé. ¿Qué estamos? Abanibia bebé. Abanibi quiere decir te quiero amor. Vamos para allá.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Hi, I'm Mr. Greggles, and I'm a full-time content creator on Twitch. I am going to be
That
talking
letter
to
should
you
convince
today
Rold
about some of the basics in hardware and tech that you need to begin streaming, what's important and what really isn't when it comes to beginning your journey as a streamer. When it comes to starting streaming, there is one thing that will inform all of your setup choices, and that is what you want to stream. Are you going to be a gamer? Are you going to stream music, art, or just chatting? It depends specifically on what you want to convey to your audience, and that will allow us to work through what you need, be it in the audio sector, video, a PC, or just a console, a capture card, external lighting, etc. So once you have that nailed down and you know what you want to start with,
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things
as
and
a
everything is
rundown of
fine.
the basic hardware that you need to begin streaming, you're
What's
going
this?
to need as
Notes?
follows.
A
PC
journal?
or
A
Mac,
tact? Slow
a
down.
webcam, a basic microphone.
I've never heard of
and
Vox.
some other peripherals,
And the
etc.,
thought of
such
someone
as a Stream
smuggling
Deck
Lotus
or a
Plague into
microphone
Narcissus
arm,
frightens me greatly.
If you're able to stretch
But
them.
where are the missing people?
When you begin streaming, there are three
This
main
news
things.
is
that
very
you need.
disturbing.
First,
I'm at a
solid
loss.
internet connection.
People disappear into
Secondly,
thin air
a
and
machine
someone
that
brought
is
a
going
plague
to
into
run
Narcissus?
your content.
That terrifies me.
Third, and
How could they
finally,
even accomplish
is
this without our notice?
Broadcasting software. You can have OBS, XSplit, or Twitch Studio. There are also many more out there. You need to find the one that works for you. Now, running that software is going to be the main task on your PC, regardless of you playing a game or doing just chatting. You need to make sure that
I need to
PC
seal
that
the
you
city.
have or Mac
No one
can
gets
run
in
the
or
software
out.
and
I won't
encode.
let any more of our people vanish. Will
What
you
is
perform
encoding?
one more task
Encoding
for
at
us?
its very
To
base
facilitate
level
your
is
mission,
taking
the
output
guards have been
from your
informed that you may
broadcast
come and
software,
go as you please.
compressing it so it can be sent over the internet in small packets, and then received by a Twitch
Find
server,
Giron
which will
Sadri.
put
He's
it out
upstairs.
onto your
He
channel.
needs to know what you
This
discovered.
is essential
Do whatever he
for getting your
asks.
stream to work.
I need to speak
And
to
the
the
choice
guards
in
and
what you
prepare to
use,
seal
be it
Narcissus.
the PC or Mac that you run, must be able to achieve this task, even in a basic state. Most mid-tier PCs and Macs will be able to stream. They will be able to run a basic game and a webcam audio device and your video broadcasting software at the same time whilst performing the necessary encoding to project yourself to the world. It is
So,
useful
half of
to
Narcissus
have
must vanish,
a
and
powerful
Plague must
PC
threaten the
if that
city
is
before
possible.
Rawdon comes
But
to his
that does
senses?
not mean that you need to go and spend
And it takes an
thousands of
outsider to
pounds
make him
get a
understand.
PC just to be able to
Perhaps
start
my
streaming.
friend isn't
You
fit
can do
to
it from
lead
a phone
anymore.
if you need to, and the content is what is important.
Of
You
course he
are
did.
what is important,
Rawdon hasn't
as
been
you
able
will
to make a
be
decision
the
on
main
his own
section
in
of your
years.
stream. So do
At
not
least
get
he's
hung up
finally
on
doing the
having to
right
have
thing.
The latest in
As for
hardware,
you,
graphics
I have
cards,
something
and
you can do.
CPUs. Take what you have, work with it, and there is always a
The
way
Maulborn
to
are
make
obviously
the stream
involved.
possible.
Any fool can see that. With the
When
city
people start their
sealed,
streaming
all of the
journey,
guards
their
will be busy.
first immediate
However,
thought is
you
video.
don't have
What
those
are people going to be
responsibilities.
seeing? They're going to look for high-end webcams, mirrorless
I suggest you
cameras,
slice a path
high-end
through their
graphics
camps by
cards
the
to give
lake.
those FPS in
Look
games.
for anything
But
that
the
will
most
tell us the
important
location
thing
of the
is
Lodos
actually
plague.
audio.
Return when
Most
you
of
find
your
something.
viewers will be watching, but you will get those people who will want to just sit and listen, have you in the background. And if they can't hear you properly, then they're not going to stick around. When it comes to your choice in microphone, there are many options out there. Budget, high-end, headset microphones. What is key is your setup. It is how you utilize what you have, which will make the content and the audio good. There are many ways to increase audio quality with plugins to software, etc. But you don't have to go out there.
The Maulborn are as dangerous as the
Thousands of
Covenant
pounds
these
on a
days.
studio quality microphone to be able to have good audio quality in your stream. I would recommend looking at a basic audio setup with an audio interface and a microphone and a simple XLR lead. You can also go for the all-in-one options such as Yeti or Snowball. They are microphones which are USB, they are easy to plug in, ready to go into the system. But if you are going to be streaming from a field, then you want something you can take with you to pick up your voice and the sounds around you. You want something that you can pick up your voice and not the background of, say, your friend who just decided to come in and try to serve the stream. You need to choose a microphone in two factors. One, a condenser, or a mic. We're looking at what these mean, but in short, a condenser microphone is a powered microphone that will pick up almost everything in the room or area that you sit in. Whereas a dynamic microphone, usually found in DSLR setups, will pick up only what they are physically having an electric diaphragm. It's worth looking into these. You've got to do the research and make your audio good. It's become the norm on Twitch now to have a camera on you at all times. And most people who go to this option be aware you don't have to. But if you do, you again don't have to go for a high-end mirrorless camera or a high-end camera. You can utilize something that's $20 off Amazon. And here's what you buy, all about how you set it up. Key to video is lighting. If you put a webcam in a dark room, it's not going to pick up much. Make sure you've got a desk lamp. Again, something cheap you picked up from a hardware store down the road. Looking into video techniques and utilising what you have to make you more knowledgeable, so when you do have to make videos, you can really put that hardware in your hand. In the meantime though, go out, get that transfer web, experiment with the positioning of it.
10 anchors drop
Is it
for each
from
that is
underneath?
destroyed.
Is it looking directly at you? Besides, dramatic angle is also to decide, is the camera taking up the full screen? If you're just chatting, it is, so it might be worth maybe investing a little more in the camera. But if you're just gaming and you're going to have the camera tiny on the screen compared to the main content, the game, at all times, I would say go for something lower end. You don't have to have uber high resolution to make a camera look good if it's going to be tiny on the screen. Think about all these aspects and your video will thrive. Again, compared with good audio, the stream will come to life when a viewer comes in and they will see the time, even if it isn't that top end, what they see, the effort will keep them there. Now, if your budget does allow for you to go out and buy some more fancy external peripherals, such as a nice mic stand, do so. If it allows you to use your content and you see a use for it, go for it. If you don't, maybe spend the money on something else. However, a Stream Deck can allow changes between scenes within broadcast software, a mic arm to stop vibrations from, say, having a microphone on a desk. They are worth looking into. But I would say they are protected. You can make do with anything. When it comes to a PC, I would suggest trying to have a separate screen. It is always nice to have your chat, your activity feed, and your broadcasting software to make sure you're still live up on another screen. However, again, it's not essential. What I'm trying to stress here is how you present yourself and use what is available to you will make your stream and content unique, rather than going out spending thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars immediately to then realise that you didn't know the direction you were going. Start at the bottom, start with the low-end tech, and you will be able to develop and see where you need to go with your stream, and it will be a journey, rather than jumping in at the deep end and realising you might have bitten off more than you can chew. So the final review.
They want to fight, do they?
A computer that can encode and send your content out to software to Twitch. You need a webcam that can take your face, your painting, your content and show it to the world. You need an audio device, something that makes you sound good, but doesn't have to cost the earth. With a little time and care, you can make yourself sound like you're in the studio with plugins and software. It is worth investing in the time to set that up correctly. And finally, you need you. The content that you create, if you're passionate about it and you enjoy it, and you put the time and effort into producing it, utilizing that set of units, people will put the time and effort into using it. Make sure that you utilize everything to the full. Everyone starts at the bottom. No one got there just like that. Enjoy the process, do some research, and you can achieve this.
You don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, it's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodo's plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn. Not your concern. Not your concern.
You can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right to keep us prisoners.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago, and Giron's connection to the Maulborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Counselor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Salgo un rato, luego le doy. Venga, adiós.